I'm Mike with Mike and Laura Travel. Documenting and sharing our journey exploring some of the most beautiful travel destinations is what we do. We're avid hikers and digital nomads, and so we're pretty excited to say that a portion of this series was sponsored by the Visit Alay Guiding Company. If you'd like more information about them or the amazing treks that they offer, you can find a link to their website in the description of this video below, or you can just hop on over to our blog at mikeandlauratravel.com. We went to Central Asia to visit Kyrgyzstan's diverse and rugged Alay mountain range. The intensive 5-night, 6-day trek we attended is one of the best hiking experiences in this country. During our trek, we stopped through 3 different villages, traversed over 4 different passes, met the friendliest locals, and made friendships that would last a lifetime. This is honestly one of the best countries we've ever visited, and we can't stop talking about it. Originally, we were set to stay in yurts along the trek, but due to shifting seasons, we were forced to change plans. This is something our guiding company did for us before we even started our trek, but I figured I would mention it because in a previous video, I said that we would be staying in yurts for like the majority of our trek. To compensate for this change, we rented camping gear through our guiding company and stayed in homestays along our trek instead. The homestays would turn out to be quite the highlight of our hikes. Reaching the next homestay meant not just the end of your long, enduring day's trek, but also a delicious feast and tea. Lots of tea. The locals that use this natural amenity as their source of hydration safely boil all of their water and instead of letting it cool, just consume it as tea. This is common practice in the villages and you'll rarely find simple water to drink upon arrival. Hiking itself is relatively simple, but trying to hike and film can be pretty challenging, especially when there's difficult terrain like uphills, slipping rock, boulders, water crossings, changing weather conditions, and not to mention a time limit like, sunset. There are hours of footage I've sifted through and reduced to give you the best depiction of all the reasons you should experience Kyrgyzstan. Overall, I hope that when you watch these videos, you can feel the immense satisfaction we got by being here. I hope you can see the taxing physical effort the guides put in, providing meals and safety for us during our trek, and the amount of reward you can achieve by escaping the hustle of the day-to-day. This is the beginning of our trek. This will be day 1, and we're gonna meet our guide and the other trekking partner that we're going along with. We got all of our things together. We're gonna go for a 3-hour drive, and we're gonna hike around a lake today and camp there?
Not camp.
Okay.
Just walk.
Just walking?
Just walk and 2-3 hours of walk.
Okay.
And then proceed to Sary Mogul village.
Okay.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
So Maria, will you be along for the whole hike, or yeah?
Nice.
That's so exciting.
That's
That's Maria, and she's gonna be with us the entire time.
She's from Denmark. She's from Copenhagen.
Yeah, and she has long arms, so she reaches things that I cannot reach. That's perfect. We went from the busy streets of Osh to the countryside. And during our ride, we got to know our new friends Ozzy and Maria very well. Ozzy, for short, is a native to the countryside of Osh and was raised in the small village of
It's spring.
Black Spring.
Black Spring. This is my house. This is
Wait, right there?
here. This one.
Oh, cool. So do you know like everyone here then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
all of them.
Everyone.
He had never intended on becoming a guide of the mountains. He said he wanted out of the hills because he was raised herding his family's livestock here and thought it wasn't where he wanted to spend the rest of his life. He had a change of heart when he was introduced to the Visit Alay Guiding Company and realized his connection to the land and his love for sharing it with others. Turns out, where he grew up holds a certain magic that would draw him back for years to come. He's also super camera shy, so sorry Ozzy.
when you're hiking, do you feel more introspective, like spiritual or physical? Like, do you think mostly about the challenge that it is for your body, or do you think more about how connected you are with nature?
For me, it's mostly both. First, I feel that my body gets very fit, and I also feel spiritually connected to these mountains. Every time I see those huge rocks and these enormous huge mountains, I feel like, oh my god, look at this, look at the power of the God.
Yeah.
I always ponder over these mountains.
Now back to my story. We're on our way, carefully driving down the Pamir Highway to see a locally frequented location that we couldn't pass up. When we arrived at the gate, a man met us, asked a few questions before taking some money and documenting our arrival.
Başına 100 dön. Adam başına 50 dön. Ben azı bir önde görmeye kalkmayın. Şu da bir yerde. Şu.
Was he friendly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Very friendly.
Is that normal every time you come? Okay.
Yes. Entrance fee. So they started to build the roads, clean the roads.
Oh, maintaining and
maintaining. Yeah.
So it begins. This is where we're gonna start, kind of loosening our legs up. That car ride was super easy. It totally feels like we've kind of already known each other for a long time. Not just Azi, our guide, but also Maria. And so it really is just like a fantastically fun time already. I really couldn't suggest a better way to experience the landscape here in Kyrgyzstan, and or a better company. This is great. From here on out, we're gonna do around a 3-hour hike / walk through and around this area, and then we're gonna go to where we're gonna sleep for the night. So this is what the lake looks like. This lake right now, as he was just telling me, is one of the more popular lakes in southern Kyrgyzstan, and it's known as what?
Kolduk.
Kolduk.
Kolduk Lake.
Kolduk Lake. And people come here to chill and fish, and it's just like a really, ooh, I just tripped a bit. It's just a well-known, nice looking lake. I asked if it would be messed up if I took off my shirt, just because the sun's beaming down on us. We're going uphill, and I thought, no, I'm gonna get hot. So we're leaving this first lake. It's barely visible now, and we're going to one that's up and over this hill. This whole lake, it's so blue, and these huge mountains. Is it like ice, Maria?
I love it.
I flourish.
Excellent answer.
It's really nice.
I'm from Minnesota. Woo. Cool. Oh, this is warm.
There we go. So I was totally in the understanding that we were coming to check out some lakes, but I'll tell you what, the mountains around it are way more on topic right here. This is crazy. I mean, we're already up at 6,500 feet above sea level, and these mountains are like just towering over us. And it is beautiful everywhere you look.
And this is why you always walk to the top of a hill.
From here, you can really tell just how vast this land really is. That's a fantastic viewpoint. We've now made it back to the van. We have another 2-hour drive, and evidently we're looking for some of the most spectacular things that you can see. Some of the most rugged, unaltered landscapes. And I'm pumped, to say the least. We took a pit stop off on the side of the road, just take a peek at what's around us. A 360 peek at the mountains. Wow.
The Pamir Highway is one of the most beautiful, breathtaking stretches of road we've ever been down. It's honestly like something out of a movie. You could have been on 1,000 road trips and never seen anything like it. At one point, the road bends and curves as we drove straight up to reach its pass. On the other side would be a long stretch of snow-covered mountains that would be visible for the remainder of our drive to Sary Mogul village. You can almost imagine how people would have found themselves spellbound by the area, settling down at the feet of these mountains just to be in their presence.
Yeah. Oh, is this it? We're here!
Here is a quick view of where it is we're at. Here's where we're staying in this home. Guest house. Here's behind it the mountain range. And then here's what we're like facing. Wow. Oh my God, those mountains in the background there are just ridiculous. As if being like surrounded by these mountains wasn't cool enough. Took off my shoes to come right on in to our guest house for the night, where you see this very clean and very just family oriented dinner set up here, where they have mats for everyone to sit. And just off to the side of this living room and dining area is where we're gonna sleep tonight. And it's just so cozy. This is like nothing I've ever seen before or had before. What do you think, Maria?
Roommates.
Nice, and now I'm bringing this next.
She's already snacking, yeah. And then they also have another guest room with another 5 beds in it. And this one, I have to say, is equally as beautiful.
Very close.
Let's go back. Please take the up seat.
We just got done snacking, watching the sunset, and then it's already dinner time. but after dinner time is bedtime, so let's get eaten up.
I would say that for our first day, we had a fantastic introduction to this experience. We also got to catch just a glimpse of what the terrain we were about to explore would look like. And to finish it off, we ate like kings. From fresh fruits and veggies to an awesome meat and potato meal, the locals take great pride in being hosts, and it really shows. If you made it this far in our video, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to our channel for more of this series or future videos. Tomorrow, I'll share more of this homestay and what you can expect to find there. But for now, thanks again for watching, and we hope to have you back.
We have friends from Poland. It's for YouTube. If this isn't obvious already, I haven't been a film guy for a long time, so I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to keep you as informed about this hike as possible, describing everything that you're getting here. I want to tell you if it smells strange. I want to tell you if it's really rough terrain. I want to show you how beautiful it is. I really want to get these points across, so if I'm blabbing too much or just stopping or talking too much, you know, leave a comment in there and let me know, and maybe next time I won't be so thorough. And we don't like say cuss words on the camera, so like if you it doesn't work, so you gotta be like, oh geez, what is that?
Aynen, bir ayda birden. Yes, yes.
Oh good, I thought he was mad that I was filming, and I was like, oh man.
No, he didn't want to be in camera because he said he looked dirty and bad.
Did you see how he ran?
He ran behind you. He's like, don't get me.
I know, I have him on camera doing that.
It was so, it's freezing. Ah. Okay, it was just really hot and now it's really cold. We can see Lennon Peak. If you can't hear me, I said Lennon Peak.
If you can't hear her, she said Lennon Peak. All these fun family outings. This is great, you guys.
Where's our next stop, Dad? To our left, we've got the mountain range of the, what is it? Pamir, David Attenborough. The Pamir, what is it? Alay Mountain Range.
It seems like whoever lives here works with linens and fabrics, because they have this huge array of linens and fabrics. I'm gonna just say fabrics. They have this huge array of fabrics. I mean, we're already up at 6,500 feet above elevation. 6,500 feet above sea level,